Thank you so much, Abby. We are so blessed here today. Remember I told you Archbishop Cordileone couldn't be here, but that he supported us? He supports us, and the entire Archdiocese of San Francisco supports us. And his representative is here. George Wasolek is the Director of Public Policy and Social Concerns for the Archdiocese of San Francisco. Please join me in welcoming him.
Thank you very much. And again, you have the support of Archbishop Cordileone. As you know, he was here last year. He could not make it this year, but he is definitely very supportive. Whenever there is faith, by nature it reaches out to others. Think of the early Christians after the resurrection of Christ and the ascension. What did the early church do? They had a big discussion about it, but what did they do? They reached out to the Gentiles. They were inclusive of everybody. They knew that that was a part of their faith. They had to do this. The early Christians in Rome around the 1st and 2nd century, being persecuted, being killed, one of the things that they did, because at that time the practice was very common among Romans, infanticide. And the way they would kill their unwanted children is they would leave them by the side of the road to die. And the early Christians made it their practice to go out to them, to pick them up, and to take care of them. That's the very nature of faith. It's what we do. Down through the centuries, that is what faith has always done. You cannot separate moving towards other people, serving other people, and the faith. Once you do that, you have made a rupture that is incredible. And that's what's happening now. A few other examples. In the early days of our country, slavery was an issue. Who came to defend and support the slaves and to eventually move them to freedom? It was the faith movements in the country, mostly Protestant. Then there was the civil rights movement here in this country. Who walked arm in arm with Protestant ministers for people that were not of their religion in front of hoses and dogs? It was our priests, our nuns, our Christian pastors. They did it because that's what faith does. It moves out to others. Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa started her ministry and ended her ministry going out to people who were dying, who were poor, lifting them up, helping them to die in dignity. She did not ask those people, what is your religion? She didn't say, who do you believe in? That wasn't the nature of her faith. And that is not the nature of our faith.
That's right.
Every year we do the Walk for Life here. We do it for all children. We don't care what their denomination is. For the unborn, we do it for them because that's what faith does. It moves us out to them. Right? That is what faith does. That is what faith is. And so now we are facing a challenge, which is saying to us, you cannot reach out to other people. That is not a religious activity.
What a joke.
They are saying to us, that is not a part of your faith. Reaching out to other people. Stay within the walls of your church. Pray. But you can't reach out to those on the other side of the walls. This is extremely sad. This is something that is extremely important in the life of our country. And what I am upset about is the fact that there aren't more of us here. I'm upset about the fact that when you talk to Catholics, that's my world, and I explain the issue of religious liberty to them, some of them just don't get it. They don't think of it as an important issue. Okay, so we have a lot of work to do. We have to tell others how important this is. Because if we don't tell them, and if we wait around and sit down and let things happen to us, we will have lost a precious, precious liberty. Let us not let that happen. Okay? So those are just a few words that I had. In ending, I just want to say, keep reaching out to others. And if you don't do that, you're not practicing your faith. Even though the administration is saying, don't do that, because that isn't a faith action. Right. We have to keep doing it, even if it means standing up against this kind of power. And we have to do that because it is central to who we are and central to our faith. So God bless you. God bless America.